how to start this experiment. First switch on this one, then move the starter slowly to this position, then the motor will automatically start. The precaution that we should take this in this experiment is that this rheostat should be in minimum position and all the loads should be off. What we are going to do is that first we'll start this one. First we'll switch on this one. I'll start. When I start, the motor is going to run. But the motor is not going to run at 1500 rpm. We are going to make it 1500 rpm by changing this rheostat. Once I get 1500 rpm, I'll note down the voltage and current with no load. After taking the readings, then I'll put on one load by one, single load one by one. Then for each load, I will take the readings. Once the experiment is over, I'll switch off all the loads again. Then I'll take it to minimum initial position. Then it will is it 59? Okay, now let me start. Right? Okay. Let me check. Let me check. Sorry. How much we are having? We have 1492. Okay. Now I'm going to see here. Now I'm going to, is it correct? Okay, 1394. 131484. Let's keep it there. Okay, keep it like this one. Okay. The switch here. Now I'm going to change this one here a little bit, and it is going to. Increasing the resistance. The resistance of the starting point is minimum position.
Decrease.
Decrease?
Okay. Okay, 1500.
1500? Okay. So now we have 1500 RPM. Now we'll take the readings. What is the reading here, sir? Voltage. Now I am not connecting any load. At no load, how much voltage here? Voltage is around 10, 20, 26 or 28?
28.
28. So VT voltage is 28 volt. Current? 0. Because since there is no load here, so here IL is no load, so there is no current, so I got write 0. Then I got VT 28 volt. Okay. Then I have to do this calculation. Second point. What I'll do in second, I'll put on the for getting second or third, fourth, like this one up to 7th or 8th, I will put on some loads here. Okay. Let me put this load. 2 ampere. Okay. Or 1 ampere. 2 ampere. Okay. Once I put one load, now you see here, I have a current here. Now what is the current here? 1.2. So here, here I write 0.2. How much voltage? 36. So voltage is 36. Then I'll put another load. Which one? This one? Okay. And now it is 0.5. 0.5?
1 ampere.
1 ampere? Okay. So voltage?
Voltage is 64.
Okay. See, 1 ampere, 64. Okay, next I'll put on these two. Okay, cool. Then here, 2 ampere.
Current is
2 ampere.
4 amperes.
4 ampere, sorry. 4 ampere. And the voltage?
148.
148. Okay, sir. 148. Next, I'll put one more submission. Okay. This one. Can I put this one? Okay. This 6 point something?
6.2.
6.2.
176.
176. Okay, no problem. Next, I'll put one more load. Can I put this one? No.
Not that.
One. Okay. How much here? Current?
Voltage is 184.
184.
Current is 7.4.
7.4. Okay. We'll go up to 13 now. Okay, next I'll put one more load. Okay. 70.
8.2.
Okay.
One 92.
192. Okay.
Enough.
Yes, sir. Should I go for 10? Let us go 10 ampere. One more. Okay. Okay. Current
9.5.
9.5.
196.
186.
96.
196. That's all? Okay. One see now. So we have taken the readings IL, and as I was changing my load current, I saw that my terminal voltage is also changing, and after this one I will do some calculations. Okay. Now I'll switch up. How to switch on this? Off, 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 off. Okay. Then take it back. Okay. It was initially there. I can slowly take it back. Okay, then this one switch off. After switching up, don't do anything. Just switch up this one, automatically this will come back. You will see. Okay, so this is what we have got from the experiment. Okay, now I am going to tell you how to do the calculations. Okay, I think it is pretty simple. There is nothing more. So I'll do the calculation, and I'll show you how, so finally I will draw a graph. Okay, thank you.